want to tell you a story about a woman who lived 1400 years ago. And I promise you, by the time I am done, you are going to feel like she is sitting right next to you. Her name was Khadija. She was a widow. She was in her 40s. She was running a successful trading business in one of the most competitive markets in the ancient world. And she was doing it at a time when most women were not even considered capable of owning property, let alone managing employees, negotiating deals, and sending caravans across international trade routes. Let that land for a second. No internet, no phone, no email, no LinkedIn. And this woman was building an empire. Now, here's what I love most about Khadija. She did not apologize for her success. She did not shrink herself to make the men around her comfortable. She knew exactly what she had built and she knew exactly what she was worth. She hired the best people she could find. One of the men she hired had a reputation in the marketplace that was unlike anyone else. People said that when he sold something, he would tell you not only what was great about it, but also any flaws. Any flaws. In a marketplace full of people telling you only what you wanted to hear, this man told you the truth. And because of that, people trusted him completely. Khadija noticed. She watched how he worked. She watched how he treated people. She watched his character. And she made a business decision first and a personal decision second. She promoted him. She gave him more responsibility. She paid attention to his results. And the more she watched, the more she realized that this man's values matched her own: honesty, integrity, excellence, care for the people around him. So she did something that almost nobody in her world would have had the courage to do. She sent him a proposal, not the other way around. She did not wait. She did not wonder. She did not sit around hoping he would notice her. She identified what she wanted. She assessed the situation like the businesswoman she was, and she made her move. And I want you to think about that for a moment, because how many of us are waiting, waiting to be noticed, waiting for someone to pick us, waiting for the right moment, the right size, the right confidence, the right sign from the universe that it is okay to go after what we want. Khadija did not wait. She proposed to a man who was younger than her, who had less money than her, who was her employee. She went against every social expectation of her time. And she did it because she knew that good character was worth more than status, age, or social approval. And here is the part that changes everything for me personally. After they married, she did not stop working. She used her wealth and her business skills to support causes she believed in. She funded work that she thought would change the world. She was a wife, a mother, a businesswoman, and a philanthropist all at the same time. She did not choose between her family and her ambition. She chose both. She built both. She lived both. This was not luck. This was not an accident. This was a woman who had a clear sense of who she was, what she valued, and what she was capable of. And she refused to let anyone else define that for her. I coach women all over the world. The number one thing I see holding brilliant women back is not lack of skill, not lack of opportunity, not even lack of support. It is the belief that they have to wait for permission, permission to be seen, permission to speak up, permission to go for what they want, permission to have the career and the family and the life that they actually desire. Khadija did not wait for permission. She is permission. And here is what I want you to take away from her story. Your age is not a barrier. Khadija was in her 40s and at the top of her game. Your past is not a disqualifier. She had been married before. Your resources are not your limitation. She used what she had to build something bigger than herself. And waiting for someone else to see your value is always going to take longer than simply deciding that you already know your value. You do not need anyone's approval to show up fully. You do not need a perfect moment to make your move. You do not need to choose between the life you want professionally and the life you want personally. Khadija had both, and she lived centuries before anyone was talking about work-life balance. The next time you find yourself waiting, I want you to think about this woman running her business, watching her employee with her discerning eye, sending her proposal, changing the course of her own life by deciding that she was done waiting for life to happen to her. She made it happen. So can you. My name is Rena. I help women turn their expertise into authority, income, freedom. If this story spoke to you, share it with a woman in your life who needs to hear it today. If are ready to stop waiting and start building, come find me. I am here.